Hey family, I just wanted to share a couple of things with you to help you prepare for rocking up to church for the first time in a while on the 19th of July next Sunday. So, number one, things are going to be the same but different. Sure, it's going to be a little bit weird, it's going to be a little bit awkward as we adapt to the changes, so be patient with one another. But it's going to be really familiar too. We're going to be back in a familiar environment, doing some familiar things with a bunch of familiar faces. So it's not all going to be different. But in the name of setting some expectations for when we return, here are a couple of things that will look a bit different when we gather. The first is there's going to be a bit of a lack of singing. We won't be able to sing God's praises together as His people until we're given the green light that it's safe to do so. Number two, we can't be passing any kind of stuff to one another, so that'll include the collection baskets. And so there'll be other opportunities to give to the ministry of Coast DC to partner with us as we take the gospel to our region. And thirdly, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to share food together at this stage. But there's nothing stopping a bunch of people getting together after church and sharing some food together. So there's still that. But you know what? We're still going to be praying together. We're still going to be reading God's word together. We're still going to be hearing it preached together. And there's still going to be some music, some praises to God in some form. So look forward to that. And number two, it's going to take a little bit longer to get into church, so come early. We're trying to make things as painless as possible, but since you can't just kind of mosey on into the hall anymore, it's going to take a little bit longer to get in there. The first thing we need you to do is to use the hand sanitizer that's available to kind of kick things off with a clean slate, hygienically. The second thing we need you to do is to check in. And so we're going to be running some online pre-registration for church, and we're going to print off those responses. And so you can just get your name ticked off when you arrive, nice and quick, kind of like when you go to vote. But if you're visiting with us, we need a few more details for contact tracing we'll get you to fill out. And number three is that number one and two are needed for kids' church as well. So make sure you drop your kids off before you come to the hall. And number three, we'll need your help to keep everyone safe. We're putting a bunch of things in place to help minimize the possibility of an infection spreading, but we need everyone on board to make sure those things work well. So firstly, if you're feeling unwell, then stay home. We're going to be asking everyone if you've got flu-like symptoms when you arrive, and it's going to be a bit awkward if we have to ask you to head on home because you're feeling sick. Don't worry, there's going to be an online option too, so you won't miss out. So love your faith family well and keep your germs at home with you if you're feeling sick. Secondly, when we're sitting down together, if you're visiting with your household, then you can sit together, you can sit as close as you like, but leave a 3-seat gap between you and the next group, or you and the next person. And there's also going to be some more spaced out single seating in sections as well, if that's something you prefer. Also, avoid kind of crowding together in narrow areas like the walkways into the hall and even the entryway too. And finally, going to need to refrain from things like handshakes, hugs, holy kisses. There's going to be plenty of time for those things when restrictions are lifted. Well, that's it for now. Look out for some more details during this week, and I'll see you in person on the 19th.